solid rumors circulated that Caleb Williams would be the starting quarterback for the Sooners on Saturday. Then, Caleb Williams was named
Hell no, these
starting
niggas, bro. I'm up
quarterback, the
there.
first true
Hold up.
freshman to
Oh.
accomplish that for the Sooners since 1990. The Washington, D.C. native put on a show while Spencer Rattler watched from the sidelines the entire 4 quarters.
Corner.
Williams went 18 of 23 for 295 yards and added another 66 yards rushing, including a 41-yard touchdown run in the 3rd quarter, and drew 3 pass interference penalties on long pass attempts that might have been huge gains. After one start, had the 6th best high
Oh my
score
fucking
in the
god. Oh my god.
transfer began to turn into yells. Pro Football Talks Michael David Smith wrote, although Rattler played very well
Lift that up, big man.
Oklahoma starter in 2020, he hasn't played as well this year and likely hasn't shown NFL teams enough to be a first-round draft pick. Given that he's now behind Williams on the depth chart, Rattler's best option will likely to be to transfer and try to improve his draft stock for next year. While the Sooners were crushing the Horned Frogs, the media called the University of Oklahoma a brand new team with true championship potential with Williams at the helm. Sports Illustrated writer Albert Breer tweeted, Oklahoma QB Caleb Williams is really, really good, and Spencer Rattler is going to be playing somewhere else in 2022, and that somewhere probably won't be the NFL. For now, Caleb Williams is the new star of the University of Oklahoma, and Spencer Rattler looks far from threatening. It is unclear when the Rattler will strike again, but as of today, in Oklahoma, he is still in hibernation.
I'm gonna deal with that. Hey, I'm wide open over here.
Slap.
Let me get that shit.
Bro, this nigga, wait, who is this random ass nigga, bro?
Right, hey, pass back, nigga.
Yo, who
Pass
is
to
it?
that nigga?
Yo, come on, I'm about to go to game chat on this nigga.
Double tap triangle, don't pass.
I'm about to go to game chat.
Not fast.
Don't miss a beat. And discover new music every Friday with YouTube Music.
Damn, the Raiders didn't waste any time.
Thank you. About time.
Get open. I told you when I got the ball, fight to get open.
You ain't do to this random. Hit me the ball, man. Out for 3.
No, I'm gonna give everybody the ball. I ain't gonna be selfish about the shit because you gotta keep them guessing.
Hey, there's a nigga over in the corner.
Anderson on Twitter, she says that she got a text from free agent wide receiver Deshaun Jackson telling her
Look at
that
that
he
shit.
is going to the Raiders.
Nigga, what is you doing?
Breaking news, so it looks like D-Jax is finally
They got
going to
42
be a Raider.
seconds.
It's a smart play, nigga.
And a day like today, after taking
Like I said, nigga, it's a smart play, nigga. Now watch this shit. Start ball, nigga.
This offense missed a deep threat receiver and Henry Ruggs, and now we go out and bring in a veteran and Deshaun Jackson, who was just released a couple of days ago from the LA Rams. And in 2021, this year, he played 7 games with 8 receptions for 221 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, this does give a huge boost to this Raiders offense, and I cannot wait to see
Who the
what
fuck called
Deshaun
timeout,
Jackson
bro?
can do for this team. I know he's up there in age. I know he's not the same guy he once was. We don't need him to be that guy. We just need him to make some plays here and there. He could only have 1, 2, 3 receptions to the game, but have over 50 yards. He's just that type of guy. And like I said before, with Henry Ruggs now gone from the team, we are missing that deep threat receiver. And I know that Deshaun Jackson can come over and bring that to the team. I know we really missed that in today's game. Now, I'm not going to say that was the main reason we lost this game, because I do believe that our red zone woes, our turnovers, our run defense, all of that played a big part to our loss today, especially Derek Carr not playing his best football this season. And most of it does fall on Derek Carr's shoulders because he had a lot of overthrows and underthrows in today's game. Other than Hunter Renfrow, there was no other wide receiver on the team that was effective at all. The only receiving weapons that we did have out there was Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Kenny and Drake.
Oh, you made the motherfucker. Oh, shit.
That kind of got a two, though. They hold me.
Oh, you on your scoring machine? You on your scoring machine?
That's my second score. This is my first scoring machine. This is my small one. That's why he's number 2.
He ain't capping at all because he's going to be a Raider. And I know back in the days we were all talking about that Ajax to Oakland trend, but it finally happens. I know it's way later than we all
Throw that up, big man. Please throw it up, bro.
Raiders. So Raider Nation, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this situation. What do you guys think about the Raiders going out and signing Deshaun Jackson to the team? Let me know down in the comments below. I do have one more question I want to ask you guys. Does this mean OBJ is not coming to the Raiders anymore?
He's going past.
Probably so. I don't know if we're gonna have both of them, but it would be nice to bring in OBJ and have Djax here as well. But I know that's gonna be tougher
in the bottom of the corner, go to the top of the corner.
I just wanted to ask you guys. So let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. I know it's deep in the bottom of the corner. If I'm down there, go to the top. Don't never come down where I'm at. Don't ever do that. Vegas. If you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this your boy Small Raider and your boy is
You gotta throw the ball up something, man. Please throw it up, man. The ball, man. Throw the motherfucker out there, man.
Throw it up.
Not yet. Not yet. Now.
No, nigga, now.
Imagine your best friend is in a concert across the world. What if you could be home?
Oh, man, this is not a good team, bro. These niggas is bull. Like I told you. Corner. Told you, these niggas is bull. I told you.
What's the most ridiculous thing that a
But when I'm
skincare
saying
brand
just trust me on my defense, I'm gonna have 5, nigga, at least 3 or more steals every game we play together. So I'll be baiting their ass.
As a brand, you're always trying to look for a platform to make your messages relevant. Olympic is a huge global platform that we thought that would be
fuck will
right
take over,
medium for
nigga?
us. Just like Olympic
That
is a
shit back
platform,
there.
you also need
take
an actual media platform to reach as many consumers as possible. And definitely YouTube was that for us. But we knew it was going to be a difficult ride.
Oh, yeah, and one.
Got him. I got him. Trust me.
Todd Gurley was the best running back in football at one point.
All the poor boy Sam want me to be in right there too,
and practically lived in the end zone. But as quickly as he reached the mountaintop,
this build,
he was cut and eventually dropped out of the NFL. Here is the rise and fall of Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley began high school in the small town of Tarboro, North Carolina. Not only was he a 3-sport athlete, but Gurley actually quit football his freshman year to focus on basketball, and even made varsity as a freshman. His coaches convinced Gurley to come back to football mid-season, thankfully. If not, this video could be about NBA star Todd Gurley, or track star Todd Gurley. Without any coaching, Gurley was invited to a track meet to just run. Little did he know it was a qualifier for Team USA. Gurley showed up, ran hurdles, and won the event with ease. He got a coach and an invitation to Italy to qualify for the next step. He finished 15th in Italy, but he also clocked a 10.7 100-meter in state championship runs back in North Carolina. We haven't even begun to discuss his high school football career, which is a must-see highlight reel. As a senior, he scored 38 touchdowns and ran for 2,600 yards. In his last high school game, he ran for 242 yards, scored 4 touchdowns, and carried Tarboro High to a state championship. As arguably the greatest running back in North Carolina history, it was a huge event when the 4-star recruit committed. And he was going to be a dog. It only took 1 game for Gurley to become the starter for the SEC powerhouse Georgia Bulldogs. That 1 game, he hit pay dirt twice on just 8 runs and rushed for exactly 100 yards. If that wasn't enough, Gurley housed a 100-yard kick in the first quarter of his college career. Head coach Mark Richt's staff was smart enough to make him the feature back, and it paid dividends. He became just the 2nd true freshman in Georgia history to hit the 1,000-yard mark. His name next to the mythical Herschel Walker. Gurley was 2nd in the SEC in rushing yards and was named All-Conference. His sophomore year, everyone knew he was the Dogs' biggest weapon, but they still couldn't stop him. However, just as another elite season got going, Todd Gurley went down with a nasty, nagging sprained ankle against LSU late. That would derail UGA's season, as they lost 2 of the 3 games Gurley would miss. Add in a hip injury, and Gurley played at less than 100% for almost the entire season. His junior year, he started off hot again. rushing for 198 yards and 3 touchdowns in an opener against Clemson. He continued that ridiculous pace through the first half of the season with 773 rushing yards in just 5 games. He was well on his way to setting every Georgia record, but then he got caught up. The NCAA investigated Todd Gurley to find out that he was illegally taking money for signed memorabilia and autographs. They suspended him for the next 4 games. The worst part is, he would only suit up one more time as a Georgia Bulldog. In a huge game, and the return game for Gurley, the Dogs blew out top 10 Auburn.
All my Bills got defense.
They handed it to Gurley, who went right up the middle before cutting. With no one around, he collapsed after the cut. Torn ACL. Out the rest of the season. Gurley made the decision to skip his senior year and enter the NFL draft. While it fizzled out near the end, Todd Gurley is one of Georgia's most prolific players ever. He left second in rushing yards and touchdowns, just behind, you guessed it, Herschel Walker. Despite many people convinced Gurley would fall in the draft because of the injury, it didn't happen. Surprising everyone, the St. Louis Rams took Todd Gurley with the 10th pick of the 2015 draft.
That shit. They hold me, man. Wow. Give me my shit. Yeah, they hold me. I need that shit back. I'm gonna take over now.
There's a saying in Louisiana.
I tell you, man, 5 steals right there before halftime, man. I'm telling you, bro, I does it.
The setback setup was a major comeback. Gurley recovered from the injury faster than anyone expected. He only missed the first 2 games, when most thought he wouldn't play at all in 2015. After easing into action in Week 3 against the Steelers and Week 4 against the Cardinals, he put on a show.
Oh my fucking God, bro! This
in just 14 carries, he ran for 144 yards in the second half alone. Being the engine behind the Rams' win, Gurley took that momentum and ran for 3 more straight 100-yard games. One of the biggest NFL headlines was, Gurley has arrived. He scored his first NFL touchdown against the Browns before finding the end zone in the next 5 straight games. In just 12 games his rookie year, he ran for over 1,100 yards and scored double-digit touchdowns. In his first 4 games as the Rams starter, he put up more rushing yards than any running back in NFL history, with 566 yards. The world was on notice. Gurley was ranked a top 25 player by peers. He was one of 5 rookies named a Pro Bowler, and he won Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, Gurley was in for a sophomore slump in 2016. Teams stacked the box against him, and the Rams stunk. But it set up for the best thing that could happen for Gurley's career, the hiring of Sean McVay. In 2017, McVay used Gurley in every possible way, as Gurley had almost 800 yards receiving to go along with his second 1,000-yard rushing campaign. With 1,305 yards and 19 total touchdowns, the Rams were 11 games behind Gurley's dominance, and he became just the 8th player ever to have 1,300-plus rushing and 750-plus receiving yards in a season. With the division in hand, the Rams sat Gurley for the final game of the year, and he got passed by for the rushing title. But everyone knew who the best back in football was. It was Todd Gurley, as he took home the Offensive Player of the Year award. You know what you do when you have the best offensive player in football? You open up the checkbook. And that's exactly what the Rams did, as Gurley became the highest-paid running back of all time, earning $57.5 million over 4 years. He was king of the world. But all kingdoms come to an end, right? This wasn't the case for Gurley, though, to start the 2018 season, as he continued his insane production. The Rams were better than ever. Gurley scored in the first 11 games and was on pace to reset all of his career highs. But the extreme workload he was taking on began to wear on him. He struggled in the last 2 season games before they shut him down.
Imagine if I had my boot.
In a warrior effort, Gurley grinded out another 100 playoff game to beat the Cowboys. But the injuries took their toll. The NFC Championship game was when it became very apparent something was off with Todd Gurley. The Rams beat the Saints, but Gurley struggled as he ran just 4 times for 10 yards and a touchdown. In the next 2 weeks leading up to a Super Bowl game against the Patriots, Todd Gurley was the main storyline. How healthy was he? The Rams stuck to the story of inflammation in his knees, leaving the world to speculate. Some said he was not as badly hurt as was being led on, and other reports said it was far worse. In the biggest moment of his career, it was clear Gurley wasn't the same guy. He struggled to do anything with the ball, and the Rams' offense, without their most prolific player, was suffocated in a devastating Super Bowl loss. In the offseason, it was revealed that Gurley had arthritis in his knees, a common effect of someone with previously torn ACLs, but a massive detriment to an NFL running back in their prime. 2019 arrived, and questions about Gurley's future circled the Rams camp. They tried to force feed him the ball as defenses began to evolve to McVay's offense. The explosion was no longer there. The player that averaged nearly 5 yards a touch was now getting bottled up for 3 yards a carry. The cuts weren't as crisp, and a guy that looked like a reincarnated Jim Brown was a shell of himself. He scored 12 times, but didn't break 100 yards in a single game. He posted just 885 yards. In less than a year, he went from the most explosive weapon in football to basically a has-been. The real issue for the Rams was Gurley's price tag. As the highest paid back in the league, he made nearly double what the guys at the top of the rushing leaders list were making. The Rams were cash-strapped and straddling the salary cap line. He could have possibly stayed and had a bounce-back year, but with worsening arthritis, it was unlikely, and the money didn't make sense. So, on March 19, 2020, the LA Rams released Todd Gurley. Now, with minimal risk, somebody could take a shot at Gurley and hope for a resurgence. That would be the Atlanta Falcons. It was clear Gurley still had a nose for the end zone, as he scored another 9 touchdowns as a Falcon in 2020. The issue was his productivity. At 1,460
I'm right there. Give me that shit. Like, no.
See, that's how my yards per carry in his final season as a Ram continued in Atlanta, averaging just under 3.5 per carry as a Falcon. As the season ended and his one-year prove-it deal ended, Gurley wasn't re-signed. In less than a 3-year span, Gurley showed us just how volatile the life of an NFL running back is. He went from the best weapon in football to 97. Wow. It will always be a story of what could have been. Todd Gurley is one of the most special talents we've seen and one of the best running backs from this past decade. One bad knee took the Canton train.
You're in the way.
It's hard not to look at Gurley like the NFL's Derrick Rose. Truly sensational for such a short period of time.
I give it to you.
Escape to Discovery Cove. Let
Pass
the
that
rest
up,
of the
pass that
world
up.
disappear as you dip below the surface and lose yourself in Orlando's
Give me that shit, give me that shit.
Capacity is always limited, so reserve your spot
I
today.
got a sharpshooter.
Fuck that, nigga.
I
I ain't even got my fucking bag. Get out, little nigga. Give me back. Give me back. Give me back. Give me back right now. Give me back. Give me back. Give me back. Motherfucker.
Shoulda quit moving. Shoulda quit moving. That's what I tell you, just get open. I'm looking at your player. I know how to dribble with my head up. Trust me. I'm that player. Oh, get off me, boy.
Yeah, that's super.
I'm looking.
The season is well underway.
I'm not a directional pass. Come on, man. I got this. Just go get open. I got you.
Coaches and players. So, before things get any deeper, now is the perfect chance to hand out some premature accolades to the deserving parties.
Let me present you guys with this trophy here. There you go. Get it down below. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You gotta go. Yeah.
Definitely turn. Look at that.
Well, I'm the ultimate point guard, man. That's what I try to tell you. I watch everybody. I directional pass everything.
The 2021 NFL regular season. The MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year races should go down to the wire. But if the season were to end at the midway point, who would take home all the individual awards? Without further ado, TPS presents its picks for the 2021 NFL Midseason Awards.
Corner.
Henry won't win the MVP award because of a Jones fracture in his foot that could sideline him for the rest of the year.
I'm trying to get the highlights.
This is the mid-season award ceremony.
There's a couple people open that time. There's a man down low was open 34. He was open too. I just want to make it look good.
Before his unfortunate injury in week 8.
Oh, these all finna quit. Fuck, no, don't quit, man. Don't quit. Oh my god, man.
You'll still get your shit though. You'll still get it, bro.
You sure?
You just don't get your rep though. You just don't get your rep, but you get everything else.
Damn,
yeah,